Today I'm going to take you through stripping the carpet off your staircase and completely restaining it. So let's see what we do. So this is what I started with, a strip of carpet going all the way up the centre of the staircase. And when I ripped it off, I realised it had been glued down. There was an awful lot of glue and an awful lot of staples in the staircase. There was even permanent marker had been written on the wood, obviously to mark where they were putting the carpet. I knew this was going to be the biggest job, and initially I started scraping it off with my window scraper. And although it was working, it was a very, very slow job. And I thought, I'm not going to be able to do the amount I have to do without it taking me about 6 months. So I had to find a better way of getting this glue off. Invest in one of these little scrapers. It's a window scraper, it's only a few euro, and it's the best little tool. So out came the white spirit, and I soaked all the glue in the white spirit. I poured it straight on to the wood, got my little sponge and let it run all over the glue, gave it a few minutes. And once the white spirit had seeped into the glue, I then got my window scraper back out, and you'll see now how easily the glue scraped off. Yes, I was scraping it, but my God, it came off much, much faster and quicker than it did before. Now all the glue is off. I was faced with these staples. These had to come out. So, and of course there were lots of little bits of paint from where the painters had done the wall. But already it started to look an awful lot better, as you can see. And I was getting back to my original teak staircase. To get that permanent marker off, I had to use my orbital sander. But I just gave it a quick rub all over the necessary areas, and that took all that off, all that permanent marker off. The spindles I just rubbed down with a sanding pad. Now when I started staining, I had to get right in the corners, so I used a cotton bud to get right into the corners. And I used a couple of different techniques. I used a foam brush, but the best way I found to apply the stain was actually with a sock, a rolled up sock. Had gloves on, of course. And as you can see here, I just dipped the sock into the stain and rubbed it on. So it skipped one step completely, which was applying the stain and then rubbing it in. I literally applied it and rubbed it in all at once. And it went on so even and so beautiful. I did go back and give it a second coat. This is the first one you're seeing going on here, but you can see even the first coat made such a huge difference. And to get right into those corners, I just pushed the sock right in, but I used my cotton bud as well for bits that I couldn't get with the sock. So dip it in or decant the stain out onto a plate covered in tin foil. That might be easier for you, and then put the rolled up sock into it, and then just rub it on and watch how beautifully it goes on and how beautiful the stain looks. To finish off, I used a water-based polyurethane called Endurovar. It's a fine varnish that comes in different finishes, but it's non-slip, so it was amazing. You can't put it over paint, but it looks stunning over stains. And this is how the brown mahogany stain looked on my teak staircase. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, shabby.ie.